Alrighty, so this is what you can expect for the upcoming week. Again, I'm not gonna name the date because I do believe that if you are here, like whenever you come on this video is when you're supposed to hear this. But this upcoming week is all about action. Like when I was doing it and really feeling into the energy of the spread that I got, there was so much fire. Oh my gosh. And like I have a lot of fire in my chart. I'm not an astrologer, but I do have some friends that are into that and they explain to me that like I have a ton of fire. And so I'm always like I can always easily feel into the fire. Anyway, yeah, you are coming out of the stillness and the isolation and the stagnation of the stillness. You're coming out of that. You are coming out of that this week and you're headed towards more aligned, driven, inspired action, like intentional action. Um yeah, I again I wrote this down, so of course I knew that was going to happen. My tapestry fell earlier and I put it back together. I'm like, watch, it's going to happen when I'm recording. And it happened. And I'm not going to cut this out because I'm just going to be raw and real. Anyway, my videos always have been that way. So I'm going to keep it that way. Maybe that was a sign for somebody. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, if I'm looking down, it's because again I wrote all of this down because there were quite a few messages. So yeah, main one is that you're coming into action. If you don't feel it, like you're gonna start to feel that fiery energy and making more decisive actions towards like where you're going, right? Um yeah, so you're either feeling it or you're gonna start to feel it. Like it is happening. And I also believe the reason for that is again, we are in the summer months. We're starting to enter August. Again, that's just like when I'm recording right now, right? So it makes sense. There's a lot of fiery energy. And the thing is, as a collective, a lot of us pick up on that, right? And so when all of us are in this like fiery energy, we also inspire others to get into that fiery energy or be more like action oriented. But again, it's like the divine inspired action, right? um you're starting to see things more clearly, and this to me just means like you're starting to see your path more clearly. You're starting to see like where you want to go, where you're headed, and making those decisive actions. But also, you have like an expanded awareness within yourself and with others, meaning that any kind of like deception or people who weren't really there for you and don't have your best intentions in mind, like you're starting to see through that, and you're cutting those people out, or you're at least making the decision to cut those people out or to limit contact with them, because again you're focused, like you're coming into laser focused energy and action, like taking that action towards your target, right? Towards your destined path. Um Angels and the higher power are protecting you and they're guiding you. So just know that, like, just in case, and again, this kind of resonates with the last couple messages that I did of like, if you've been feeling like your guides and your angels and your spiritual team hasn't been listening to you. They totally are. And you're being guided and protected. And you just might be feeling more into that, or seeing more evidence of that, or seeing more signs of that. And it's like a communication with them. And you're also just like, it is recommended, like, if you don't see it or you don't feel it, ask, like, say, can you protect me in this situation, whatever you're dealing with, and can you send me a sign, like, be there for me, help me, right? Ask and you shall receive, right? Especially from your spiritual team. So that is definitely coming through this week. So you just might be getting more signs that you are protected, you are guided. There is a higher power on your side and helping you guide your way through. Love is still strong in the air. And again, I laugh because it's like the energy of this is so potent. And again, the last couple messages that I've done, like, it's been about that. And again, I've heard also other people, be tapping also into this energy. So love is still in the air. So you could have just met somebody and that's just going to expand and grow. And if you haven't met somebody yet, don't worry, because like, love is in the air. It really is. And it's all about divine timing and coming into union with that person. And, again, it's just about divine timing. And I get that some of you might be like, oh, I'm just going to like date around and blah, 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 which that's fine. That's totally up to you. But some of you are like kind of like seeking that higher love, and that is coming your way. Like, love is in the air. It's still very much strong. And again, if you are like, if you already have somebody and you're like, okay, I already have somebody, well, then that relationship can deepen and feel fresh again. And you could just take it as like you're entering a more happier, joyful, bright, blissful week ahead, basically. If you're not, looking for love. Coming into achievement and success. But again, that's like connected to knowing where you want to go, having your eyes on the target, and like heading that way, heading on your path. Um, you could be making a decision on something finally. So weighing out your pros and cons and options. So it's like maybe there is something in your life right now where, yeah, you're kind of like deciding this way or that way. And this week is all about just like really tuning in with each path, weighing out the pros and cons, and then following your intuition, following your higher guidance of like what path to make. And so you could, if you have been like deciding on something, this week is the week where you're going to be making a decision and you're going to be like, all right, I'm going to go with, this path. And it's because it's your higher calling. It's where you're supposed to go. It's like the path of success and happiness and bliss and just your highest path. Yeah, you're heading on your own journey, one of your higher calling. For I feel like for a lot of you, there's a new adventure or travel ahead. So you could be like planning trips this week, or you have been planning for a while, and this is a week where it's like you're gonna have a good time. And again, that makes sense because we're we're at the end of July, heading into August. I'm sure a lot of people who are like, I haven't gone on vacation yet. Like they're starting to think about that. So again, you could be thinking about it, planning it, and then you're gonna execute on it and decide when, or you're going this week. Um, yeah, opportunities are coming in, like the right opportunities are coming in, but just trust your intuition of which one to make. And again, that connects with like weighing out your options. So if those opportunities haven't come in yet, they will be coming in, and you just have to, I feel like it's just going to be all of a sudden. And which is kind of reminding me of another message I want to record that has been coming into me for the past 2 days of like something unexpected coming in. I keep feeling that. And I literally had like a download of the words of, yeah, like something that's going to surprise the hell out of you. Literally, that's what came into my head. So, yeah, opportunities. Just again, follow your intuition of which one to make and include your spiritual team, your higher guidance of like which path to take. All right, and I wanted to like the cheetah came out twice. And I love when stuff like this happens, like there's a synchronicity like this, because I'm like, okay, this is no, coincidence. This is definitely a synchronicity. And so I'll read this card. It just says, get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. Again, it's about that laser focus and like going towards your goal, like having the energy, the inspired energy to go towards your goal. And I just saw 11:33 on the timer, which actually that's interesting because 33 came out a lot in this spread. But anyway, going back to the cheetahs, because I'm like, I have to honor this. So, yeah, cheetahs are focus, divine timing, purpose, graceful and intentional action, and solar fire, right? The solar plexus. Cheetah gets clear on its target and makes the right intentional actions towards it, which is exactly what I meant, right? Because cheetahs don't waste their energy, right? It's not like they chase anything and everything. They wait for the right moment. They get intentional and focused on their target. So, whatever goal you are headed towards, or whatever life you're headed towards, or whatever mission, purpose, whatever you're creating, you're just like, okay, like I'm headed this way, and you're putting all that action and that energy towards it. But again, it is aligned action, it is aligned and divine inspired action, not just any type of action. No, no, no. Like you got to be smart, right? Also, I just want to say, like, I don't know if this collective just like obviously cheetah can just be also your sign. But there are a lot of like big cats coming out in this reading. The lion and the jaguar also came out. Um, and I just feel like that's fiery, magical, mystical energy. And I feel like just a lot of people are getting in that energy, in that flow, and feeling that. And like I said, the numbers. So 33 came out, 3 and 7. Like I said, I saw 33 earlier. So 33, stepping into your sacred service and emotional mastery. 3 is about creation, growth, communication, and joy. 7 is about divine intervention, inner wisdom, and spiritual clarity. So basically everything that I have mentioned. Um yeah. Oh, and also, which I feel like this will relate with the travel or some sort of adventure coming up ahead. I did also write down an exciting event coming up this week. So either you know about this event, like it's a wedding or celebration, birthday, whatever the case, it's already been planned, and so you already know that that's up ahead. If you don't, it could be just an unexpected event, but again, it makes sense because there's a lot of like celebration during the summer months, right? And it could be connecting with the travel that you're going to be doing. Yeah, anyway, this really felt good. Like, truly, I don't know if you can even tell, like, my energy is very, like, fiery. And I don't know if you can feel it, but like I felt it this whole time. And yeah, I don't know. There's something like special happening. And I have to do that other channeled message about like something coming out of the blue because I was really feeling into that, and that was a download, which I feel like that needs to be shared. And I can't wait actually to do August energy forecast because there was a lot of fiery energy in this spread for this week. And I know we're entering August. So, anyway, I'll probably do the August one in like the next few days before August begins. And I'd be curious to see. It actually might connect with a lot of what I said. But anyway, um, yeah, that's what I have for you. It's exciting. Um, I really like I'm wishing basically all the best for you in terms of the decisions that you're making and the action steps that you're making towards your higher calling and your highest path. Because again, that's what I saw, and I'm excited for you. Alrighty, guys, I am going to end it there. As always, you can check out the services and my offerings down in the description box below, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.